Hello, Mr. 0063 back for I Want to Be Like Brisulph Part 8. And before we kick off the boss, I'm going to do a bit of teleporter setting up. I'm not going to go into too many details about why I'm doing it right now, but suffice to say, it's linked to the in-game timer. You can see that I've got 3 minutes to beat the boss and get out of this area. And that's going to be a hell of a thing, actually. So, yeah, I'm going to do a bit of teleporter setting up to hopefully make the game a little bit easy for myself a bit later. So, let's avoid the boss door for the moment and go over to the right. Since I'm not going to possibly get another chance to actually read it, although chronologically it probably would be best after I'd beaten the boss, but yeah, time limit, I must admit, probably going to make that impossible. I'm going to read it now. So in order to proceed further, you must rescue all of the characters and collect all of the talk-through crew tokens. So yeah, we will be returning back here, but yeah, I thought I'd try it off now while I have the chance, and it makes actual sense to do it. So let's go in the teleporter and get back to this area. But having now activated that teleporter, I'm hoping that will help me out a bit later. But yeah, I'll hopefully explain why I think that will help me. Yeah, once the boss is beaten and we're ready to proceed a bit further. So yeah, that's enough jibber jabber. Let's actually fight the boss for real.
Brisulph, you must stop this madness. Madness? Madness? What are you talking about? Everybody in this land is suffering because of all the traps you put in place. But I'm clearly making the world better. How can you possibly think that way?
Awesome. Yeah, it's Brisulph, and why are these not hitting, and why am I being so stupid? But thank you for the demonstration, at least anyway, of what I probably consider to be the most possibly annoying part of the boss. I actually find this boss really fun for the most part, but this blue Tetris thing right at the beginning, or maybe not right, maybe not necessarily the beginning bit, because it will come back, but yeah, you can often get screwed over with that, in the sense that the blocks just come down where it makes it dang impossible to get up high enough to avoid Brisulph when he swoops across the screen, because you obviously need to get high enough up to get out of the way of that. But if the blocks come down in a pattern such that you can't do that, then you're screwed, basically. Or at least with the kid anyway. You may be able to rescue yourself with, if you happen to be using glitch method, or possibly Zoop as well, if he can use his, when he uses his fart hover ability. But you're joking me. That's what I mean. That's what irritates me more so. Now, obviously, I could have anticipated that was going to happen and moved, further over to the right-hand side of the screen there and avoided that. But yeah, okay, the block's screwing you over in this bit. Not so bad because you've not invested a huge amount of time in the fight. But having spent a fair bit of time, buggering about on this phase, to get a block pattern like that, which basically meant I had no chance whatsoever of proceeding, is well, yeah, like I say, bloody annoying. The blocks that you're kind of seeing, that obviously I'm standing on here, are somewhat random. They'll be differently positioned every time you fight Brisulph. They're not so random and awkward to the point whereby you'll never be able to hit. There'll never be ones too low down that you can't hit Brisulph. There'll never be ones too high up that you can't actually get a little bit higher and out of range of certain attacks. But they can be positions where it can be bloody difficult to hit Brisulph. I also find that being a little bit further away from him is a bit of a help as well, just in terms of the range and the spread of the machine gun bullets, which is a bit bizarre. You'd think the closer you get, the more helpful that would be. But actually, you want to be a little bit or I find anyway, that you actually want to be probably a little bit of a distance away. Yeah, I see for there, for instance, I don't think I'm doing as much damage as I am when I stand further back, and I don't think I am. I should probably start talking about some of his attacks, and obviously you can see there a Hadouken attack, which is, I must admit, on tree trunk mode, really flipping annoying, because I have to invest time jumping or there is another way of avoiding it, but I don't like to do it. But you keep doing it, and I've got to invest time getting high up, which is obviously time spent. I'm not at the bottom of the screen and hitting you, so this is irritating. Please stop with your Hadouken move. Yeah, if I get to the next bit, I'll maybe talk about some of the other attacks a bit later. For this bit, Brisulph's going to sweep across the room again, but this time there are no blue Tetris blocks to help. So what I'm having to do is ride Bubbles and Goombas and ride them up. Yeah, I'm not overly optimistic this is going to go all that well, thanks to the large number of occasions where, or the many times where you did the bloody Hadouken move, and that's not going to help any either. This shield attack is bloody annoying, even more so on Tree Trunk, because he just essentially, obviously, blocks himself off, and you cannot hit him until you destroy that that shield, and it just yeah, eats up more and more time, and you're going to do it again. So yeah, I'll keep going on with this attempt at the boss, but I can pretty much, well, he killed me anyway, but I was pretty confident that wasn't going to work, just because you spent far too many times doing the Hadouken move, and then far too many times putting the blockade up. I'll accept the Hadouken move if you don't do the blockades quite so much. How about that for a compromise? I hate cliff jumps in this fight. I don't know why as well. It's no different than an ordinary cliff jump, but I find it bloody stupid, and this block pattern is atrocious. I'm actually going to restart that because there was a block right in the way near to him where I wasn't going to be able to get him all that many hits. It was almost been impossible to have shot a grenade at the block to get rid of it and survive. So yeah, I just decided screw that attempt. The blocks were just not in a cooperative pattern in order to help me beat this boss. This one more so I can do that, and I'll get that block out of the way, and now I should be fine. I'm actually yeah, doing quite a bit of damage on this block, so which is a fair distance away from him. So yeah, this is actually set up quite nicely now that I've grenaded that other block out of the way. Okay, so yeah, the other way to, I might as well stay on the Hadouken for the attack. Whoa, that was close. Hadouken attack for the moment. Yeah, the other way to dodge it, although I say I don't like doing it, is to shoot the whoop it, which will destroy it. The problem with the shoot the whoop, as you probably all know, is the blowback. It can be really annoying to, well, obviously you will get kind of propelled or hurtled backwards, and you don't, you know, you could not going to go off the edge of the screen, but if there aren't blocks, that's not great, I don't think, unless this block does particularly good damage, and it does. But you started with the bloody Hadouken attack already, so yeah, you're not cooperating. But like I said, yeah, the shoot the whoop will destroy it, but yeah, you get blown back, and depending on the block pattern, thank you again, you might just find it difficult to save yourself having been blown back. So yeah, when you actually show off some other attacks like that one, I suppose, the bottle one. Come on, can I get you before? Yes, right. Okay, let's clear this bit first, and then I'll maybe get to talk about other attacks. I've got to wait for this damn spike to get out of the way now. Oh no! Oh, just about okay. I do find that he walks further across the screen to the left-hand side for the final phase as well. So you have to, yeah, you kind of have to walk a bit further. Okay, this attack is somewhat annoying, but not as time-consuming, for instance, as Hadouken or the blockade you put up. I'm pretty confident at the moment, I must admit, about the time limit. So this is all just about how nice and cooperative you want to be with certain moves. If you want to keep repeating that over and over again, I wouldn't complain at the moment. Oh, you bugger. That's the one I really did not want to see. I've got to now, yeah, we saw it before, didn't we? So I've now got to spend time getting rid of the damn shield. This is, come on. Come on. Yes! Can I pause the game? Yeah. I've paused the game there. I don't know if the recording's now going to have a seizure, but basically I'm a bit worried about the length of the recording. So yeah, hopefully this saves, and we'll pick up the end of the thing in just a moment. Okay, so yeah, I'm back, and yeah, I really am desperate for that, for the time for the recording, to have screwed up there. So yeah, thankfully I can pause the game having even beaten the boss. But yeah, basically what was going to happen now is it's going to show off obviously what the bit having beaten the boss, and then there's going to be a set of credits. So I'm probably not going to speak too much now until the end of the credits. But once the credits have gone, I'm going to immediately pick back up into the game because it's going to drop me off pretty much straight outside the boss, and then we'll pick it up from there. But yeah, let's see the boss having been defeated, and then the credits afterwards.
What happened? What have I done?
It's alright. We can start rebuilding this place and put an end to all this destruction.
No, not yet. In order to undo what has been done, we need to vanquish the true source.
And that is...
Something too powerful for any of us to approach alone. We're going to need a whole lot of help to get into it. Come on, I'll help you.
Okay, and since I have enough time, I don't want to put my trick to the test, so I'm going to go in the teleporter and go back through it in case it didn't register from having died, and then do it that way. So yeah, I'm going to do it this way, and yeah, I'm not going to risk it. I'll come back in just a second, having the recording gone on again, long time after those credits. So yeah, with hopefully a visual demonstration, I'll explain why I was buggering about doing that teleporter trick. Okay, so time for a demonstration of what I was talking about. I may re-upload the game after I'll close down the game and re-upload it when I've saved, just so it doesn't count for my internal, the in-game timer for. At the moment, it's up there at almost 1 hour and a quarter, because I'm still going for the beat the game in under 2 hours, which would be very helpful, and I wouldn't have to do that all over again to get that achievement. So yeah, depending how long this takes, I might just re-upload it so I don't have the time put on my clock for showing it off. But before that, let me go and show off the final character now, who we've got, which is Brisulph. Brisulph can temporarily transform into a maple leaf and gently float down through perilous paths. Staying in this form for too long, however, will result in him crumbling up and dying. Disadvantage: due to the amount of beer he has consumed over the years, Brisulph's vision is less than optimal. The camera will move around even when you're standing still. To be honest, I've not really noticed that too much, but I do like his ability. It is quite useful, and we'll see it in just a moment. But yeah, let me go and see if I can demonstrate what I've been talking about with this teleporter trick. Couldn't resist an opportunity just to have that again. So yeah, I thought I'd just show off a bit of a visual demonstration. Apologies that the game's lagging, but yeah, I'm on back on my laptop because I had to for Brisulph, and yeah, unfortunately it's lagging. But yeah, in terms of the demonstration, once I hop in this teleporter, well, let's read this. This teleporter must be unlocked from the other end before you can use it here. So you can clearly see now that I've actually been able to get into this teleporter. So the problem with this on tree trunk mode is that I've beaten Brisulph with like 6 seconds left on the clock. I mean, it drops you immediately outside the boss, and I was making a beeline dash for this teleporter and didn't make it. I died because I only had 6 seconds left to do it. So yeah, I had to fight Brisulph all over again. The next time I did it, I had like 9 seconds left on my clock, and I thought, okay, there's still no way in 9 seconds I'm going to get through this teleporter, back out through the little bit of the Minecraft area, back to the hub world and save before my time runs out. So I hit a hole in the idea, oh, now I've beaten the boss, I'll just press enter and walk back to the hub world, which is what I did, and it worked. Yay! But then I went off and collected all the tokens and was in anticipation of getting back to this area. Went through, or tried to go through this teleporter, but found that it didn't work. And that's because I hadn't unlocked the, in terms of, I showed that I got an achievement for doing so, that I hadn't gone through this teleporter, having beaten Brisulph, and enabled the teleporter to work. So I was like, okay, so I've screwed myself over. I now can't walk back to this area and continue on with the game. I then had to complete that entire Minecraft area and the Super Pitfall area again. Admittedly, you don't have to do the drone boss again. It works like a boss, so, like you saw before when I was travelling through the Thunderbird area, having beaten him, I didn't have to fight him again, so that's nice. And the drone boss, since it is a boss, it works the same way, so I don't have to do that again. But yeah, particularly on tree trunk mode, and with this timer, and going for this achievement, I didn't want to have to, have to go through that entire area again and have that added to my time. So I hit upon the idea, okay, now I'll unlock the teleporter before I've beaten the boss and see if that works. But as it so happens, I had enough time after beating Brisulph to go and do it anyway. Because I thought, okay, I'm hoping that trick would work, but I don't want to put it to the test really, in case I have to go back through the whole lot again. So I'll do it again after I've beaten Brisulph, just in case it didn't register having died on Brisulph or something. So yeah, that's what I was doing. Yeah, that explanation took quite a bit of time. So I probably will re-upload this, or re-upload the game so it doesn't count on my time. But that's not the end of this video. The boss again went so well. I can't believe the boss has gone so brilliantly that I'm going to show up a bitch mode demonstration just to show off all the attacks. So yeah, that's coming up in just a moment. Okay, so with apologies for the lag, I'm getting up to Brisulph on doing this on bitch mode, but if I cleared the drone boss without actually getting that achievement, then I would have struggled to ever get it again. So yeah, I decided I would show that off now. Okay, so I've made it to Brisulph on bitch mode, and let's skip the introduction. And the main thing I really want to be talking about this time around is probably just talking. It's probably only really talking about his attacks that I didn't get. Whoa! Didn't get to talk about all that much in the first fight. So yeah, I don't know whether I mentioned this. I'll talk about all of them maybe apart from the Hadouken, because I know I covered that one in detail. So his hockey puck attack, yeah, it just kind of bounces around the screen, bounces off the walls, off the blocks, and you need to, yeah, just try and predict where it's going to land, where it's going to go. His bottle shard attack is where he kind of throws a bottle in an arc. You never quite know, I guess, how far it's going to arc. You also never know where these shards are going to break apart. So that's something to be wary of as well. He also has a maple leaf attack, which he just kind of throws at you. It's very easy to dodge. If you're standing a certain distance away from him, then all you really need to do is just jump over it once, really, and that will do the trick. It's a very, very non-threatening. If I actually do it this go, I'll restart and do another one. Here we are. So maple leaf, yeah, they get bigger as depending on which phase he's in, but whichever phase it is, it's very, very non-threatening. The bottles, by the way, there's more of them. So he throws more of them during certain phases. So you know, 1 during his first phase, 2 in the second, and 3 in the third. Go figure. I might actually rather than kill him, I might just start, like, once he's down to about well, now since he's only got 4 hits left, I'll just kind of stop and hang about basically. This is another attack. What you can see here is this fire attack, and when he does that, you want to provided that assuming the fire tackles are in your way, you probably want to get out the freezer ray and whoa. Let's not die slowly on the Hadouken, and yeah, freeze them off the platform so you can manoeuvre around a bit easier. But if you're not in your way, I mean, the one down at the bottom there, for instance, I'm not even bother to try and get rid of, and that's not too threatening an attack. His shield is probably one of the most irritating moves on tree trunk mode, from the point of view that you need extra time, or you have to spend time bugging about getting rid of it. But as you can see on normal mode, he doesn't really do anything else while he's put the shield up, so it's not really all that bad at all. What other things can I talk about? I think that's pretty much all of his attacks. The first phase he will only do either the maple leaf, or the hockey puck, or the bottle. So he won't do the Hadouken during his first phase. Hadouken then comes into play during the second phase, so he may do it during the second phase, but not. And this fire move he won't do until the third and final phase. So the other thing he does during the second phase is he does occasionally make it look like it's snowing to sort of slow down the flow of time, and that really isn't too threatening at all. It's not really a move, but periodically you can see that a spike kind of comes down from the ceiling. So it will come down at a particular point in time, and it will always appear at that when it appears. It will always appear where you were. So you'll need to kind of move out of the way. I don't really think there's too much perhaps in the way of moves to talk about. Maybe worth talking about obviously the beefed up health. Oh, here we are on the snowy one as well. The beefed up health bar he's obviously got on tree trunk mode, so he's got 360 hits as opposed to 240 hits. The trigger point for when he will transition into phases is when he loses thirds of his health bar. So on tree trunk mode he had 360, so he will transfer from his first phase to his second phase when I've hit him 120 hits, so I've got him down to 240. And again when I've got him down to 120, so hit him 240 times. On bitch mode, as you can see here, he's had 240 hits, so the trigger points are every 80. So that will be after, yeah, I've hit him 80 and 160. So other than maybe saying, say, on tree trunk mode where I'm going to have to... I don't know if I can actually... Maybe I can't hit him with a regular gun anyway. But I was obviously taking maybe a few more liberties on Tree Trunk because of the timer. Such that I kind of had to felt like I needed to get in close to him and take him out quickly. Whereas obviously bitch mode, I don't feel like I need to do that. But yeah, I think that's probably all in the way of attacks that I probably want to describe. So, oh, he's done one hit. Alright, take that. Alright, take that. Come on. But I won't let you. I won't let you sit through the credits all over again. So yeah. Okay, so briefly just before ending this video, let me just prove my point again. Right, having beaten the boss, I'll save. By the way, you can re-enter Brisulph's lair, so if you didn't get a good enough look at the background and you wanted to yeah, see more of it, I don't know if we can go any further over to the right, probably not, so let's head back out. Well, I'll head back out the long way just so you can appreciate more of the background. I don't know if going to the left actually means that I come out of it. Oh, I do. Right, okay. So let me prove the point. Rather than now than going in the teleporter, let me press enter and get out. And now I will yeah, re-enter. And hopefully, I'm kind of hoping that the thing won't work. Sorry, can't pass up the opportunity. It's too damn funny. Get out the shoot-de-whoop, kill this thing, so you're not in my way. And I'm assuming that I won't be able to get in here. No. So, that was, well, hopefully, yeah, the teleporter must be unlocked from the other end before you can use it from here. So hopefully that's a further demonstration of why I would, oh, I'm a bit disappointed that I'm trying to restart and it's actually restarting me here. I thought I would have been clever there and, having hit the save and restarted, I'd be back at the Brisulph area, but apparently not. So if I need to do a bitch mode playthrough of the final boss, then I'm gonna have to go through the bloody the whole bloody area again. Brilliant. Oh well, at least it's on bitch mode and not not drunk. So yeah, I think that's probably all for this part. Let me get out of here, so yeah, I don't I don't get hit by one of those enemies. But yeah, I think that's probably all for this part. It's probably been quite long, although probably not necessarily from a gameplay point of view. But yeah, I've got a feeling this video might have gone on for quite a while. So yeah, I will leave it there. And next time, I will be collecting the remainder of the talk-through crew tokens. That's really difficult to say, by the way. Including showing off the one you can see that in Area 5 that I already got. So yeah, next time we'll be collecting those, and if that goes really quickly, then we'll be taking on the final area as well. So yeah, hope you join me for that. Till then, cheerio.